Okay, that's not a good place to put it either. Trying to make sure that I didn't have my girlfriend's phone end up falling. It would not have been good, you know what I mean? Nobody's phone falling is a good thing. But at any rate, she wouldn't have got too pleased about it. But I didn't mean it like she would be mean or nothing. It's just we don't want to break anybody's phone, right? So, good morning and good afternoon, good early evening, good late evening, good late night, depending on where you are. I'm Al Torcaso. Now, normally I would give you my texting cell phone number, but I switched carriers last night, and I'm not sure if my number is, they claimed that it's back to normal, that you could call me on my cell phone number or text me, but they also gave me a temporary number. So I'm going to test it out more before I give my number out again. But make no mistake, it will be back when I know that it's back to normal. So expect the unexpected. It almost seems kind of weird to say that, doesn't it? Almost like it's, I don't want to say counterintuitive, but it just don't make sense, does it? Expect the unexpected? Yes. If you expect the unexpected, you'll know what to expect, and you won't necessarily be caught completely unaware. When we expect that anything can happen, or even everything can happen, and we're at least somewhat prepared for it, then we're in better shape. And the unexpected happens everywhere, every day, to a lot of people around the globe. Some is unexpected, and it's fantastic, it's great, it's wonderful. Some, unfortunately, is not. But all is something we did not expect. So, I'm going to give you a complete example. I had set up an eye doctor appointment that I had gone to yesterday, the 16th of October, 2024. I had also set up one for my girlfriend, Annette. So I get there, and I'm thinking that when they do the eye test, I'm going to have a fairly bad exam because I've been having issues. Well, unexpectedly, we determined that Annette's eyes may actually be in worse condition right now, at least, than mine. With treatment, she's going to be 100% fine. But the point is, she had no idea, and I had no idea. And so, if we expect that anything can happen at any given time to anyone or any animal or whatever, we're going to be all good. Even when things don't go well, even things that are tragic, we're still going to be good in a larger sense because we're going to know how to handle it to some extent. So I would say to you that if you are prepared, if you are mentally ready, your life is going to be a billion times better. Now, I also want you to know that this cell phone has been, the cell phone number, sorry about that. I had a little, I don't know what that was. It felt like I got bit. Hold on one second. Oh, okay. I'm trying to see the name. I know it's kind of hard. My printing is extraordinarily low. I mean, small. It looks like Maria. So hello, Maria, and hello to everybody and anybody that shows up in here. But in any case, this cell phone number that I'm about to give you has been with me for at least 30 years. 412 559 2731. 412 559 2731. Yeah, I've had that number and it's been all over the internet for at least 30 years. 412 559 2731. And so I switched wireless carriers. So last night, I switched it from, I ended up going to a different carrier. So for probably about 12 hours, I didn't know if I was ever going to get my cell phone number to be active again, the 412 559 2731. And I got to tell you, it's weird. It's strange to say. Let me get back in here. I'm sorry. I got to look here. Okay. It looks like it says Flickr Virtual Reality. It stands for, I'm guessing. Well, at any rate, I had no idea. I was in limbo with my number. So to give you an idea how attached this number has been to my life, literally, there are people around the globe that know that number for texting. There are literally, oh, geez, I'd say probably tens of thousands of people who actually know that number. And all the glory goes to God. So I'm not like, yeah, they know that number. No. All the glory goes to God. But I had been a talk show host on television, yeah, real television, for 19 years. And so that number has been published. Wow. I'd say it first was published. Oh boy. I got to really think about this one. Probably the first time I ever published it might have been about, well, I didn't publish it, but the internet did. I'm thinking at least the mid-90s, the mid-1990s. Now, you might wonder, well, why did that happen? Well, we all know that Google does a lot of stuff with our numbers. But in my case, I own names to multiple domains. When you are a domain name owner, for those of you who are not yet aware of that, you have to give out your information. And there's even a law that you have to give them your address and what have you. You can, to some extent, pay for like a proxy or a private listing or what have you. But it can be a little high priced, I believe. At any rate, because I own domain names, my cell phone number was out there way before I started TV. I started my TV series in 2004. So this 412-559-2731 been out there a long time. So for me to not have it, that would have been a big problem. I share that with you because that was totally unexpected. I figured I'd just port my number, boom, there you go. I'm good. But it didn't work that way. It just didn't. Thank goodness, I believe it's back to normal. I believe. And no, there's some of you who may have heard a song, famous song, where the lyrics is, I believe I can, well, the song is actually called, I think it's I Believe I Can Fly. I think that's the actual name, but it's a good song. But the guy says, I believe I can fly. So sometimes when I say I believe, people like to kid around and say, yo, that you can fly? No, I don't believe that I can fly. But I do believe that I believe that the texting number 412-559 is back to normal, God willing. Now, I'm getting ready to go pretty soon, but I want to share something with all of you I hope that y'all are sitting down or you can pull over, or maybe that you can like just make sure you don't fall. Some of you may laugh when I say this, but I'm very serious. I need all of you to know that no matter what you may be going through or what's going on in your life, check this out. Or how you feel in terms of your intelligence. Guess what, guys and gals? I'm going to tell you something about you. Are you fully aware of the fact that there's genius in you? Yeah, you. That's right. There's actually genius in all of us, all 8 billion of us. There's genius in every one of us. There's genius individually in every human being. Now, will they ever use it? A lot of them won't. Will a lot of them never realize that they even are intelligent? That's right, a lot won't. Will there be people who don't even know how to count to 2 out there? Yeah. For a billion reasons. A lot of times you don't know that you're a genius because you're abused in whatever way you're abused. You may be abused by the educational system or systems. I know that I was abused by the system big time. So you may be underestimated. You may be called uneducated. Don't buy it. Do not buy it. There's genius in you. Now, we can get into that again at some point. But I would like to see in the comments after this is over, or right here in the chat, what do you want to cover? We can cover anything on earth that you want to cover, and I'll do my best to address it and cover it. Keep in mind, I do a G-rated live, a G-rated show, because I want children, if they accidentally see something, to be able to be safe, and mentally and what have you. So I do a G-rated, but we can talk about anything. We can talk about everything. I've done it since 2004, and I'm not going to stop now. So for all of you, you don't have to come up with an idea right this very moment. But when you come up with an idea, guess what? Text it to 412-559-2731. If my number's not working correctly, I'm going to know 100% with God's mighty help. And you will then find out. There'll be a comment or some way, some form to inform you. But I want your ideas. Now, I'm not going to do any silly internet challenges. I'm not going to put my life at risk. But other than that, we can go for it. We can go for it. I need to know what you want. And it doesn't matter what age you are. I've done some stuff that even you would have your mouth wide open, possibly be like, no, he didn't. Oh, yes, I did. Like my great friend Ivan Harris Sr. says, people don't meet El Torcaso. People experience El Torcaso. There's the El Torcaso experience. And I always say, Ivan, that was the Jimi Hendrix experience. We joke about that all the time. Now, look up online who Jimi Hendrix was. Famous rock star back, I believe, in the late 1960s. Jimi Hendrix. Look him up. It was called the Jimi Hendrix Experience. But Ivan likes to kid around with me and say the El Torcaso Experience. But here's what I will tell you. He's not wrong, really. He really isn't wrong. I like to say he's wrong, but he's not wrong. I am different than most people you will ever listen to, you will ever talk to in person. I'm a wee bit different. Just a little bit. A wee bit. But I'm all about changing lives for the better. So I encourage you to subscribe to my channel, look at my videos, listen fully to them, no matter if it's a wee bit boring or long, and you just might change your life to where you are totally brought totally off guard in a good way. In fact, I'm going to share this with you with God's mighty help. If you take it seriously, you might even earn additional income. Now, I'm not God, so I can't promise that. But I can promise you will definitely be like, I can't believe some of the things that this man has done. On live television, I had done a couple of episodes of Humanity Matters Live with medical rubber gloves on. Yeah, medical rubber gloves. I had a reason. Oh boy, did I have a reason. And guess what? Let's just say that the people I talked about, they were not happy. My audience was happy. Oh, my audience was having a hoot. They enjoyed it. That wasn't recent. That was years ago. But don't worry. We're going to hook it up that you can actually see it. And you might be like, I know this guy didn't this. I know this guy did not just do it. Well, yeah, the guy did. And guess what? I would do it again and again and again. Because just like Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, the late Tom Petty has a song, Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, and he has lyrics in there. He says, I won't back down. No, I won't back down. Well, I'm El Torcaso, and I won't back down either. Oh, by the way, right now, the presidential election for President of the United States of America and other offices is November the 5th, 2024, and y'all need to vote. But since this is election season, and since I do things my way, I'm El Torcaso, 412-559-2731. I'm El Torcaso, and I approve of this YouTube Live, and I approve of this message.